Hello and welcome to the Underpaid Gamers Podcast YouTube channel. My name is Tony of Those Said Underpaid Gamers, and today we're going to be going over some news topics from the last week that I wrote down headlines for and am going to recite to you from memory. So let's see how that goes. Let's get into it. Last weekend, the premier fighting game tournament, EVO, took place. And if you're no stranger to this channel, you know that really I only play Smash. I only care about Melee. So of course, I spent my weekend watching the Melee matches. Now, Leffen took home first place. Now this is the first time he's ever taken home first place, and he's only one of 4 people to take home the EVO championship for Melee. There's been Mango, who's taken home 2. There's been Armada that's taken home 2, and Hungrybox that has taken home 1. So it's a big deal from Leffen to win, and he's going home with a prize. Surprising to me and maybe other people, Nintendo actually debuted a trailer for their Direct that happened on Wednesday before Grand Finals of Melee at EVO. Now this is kind of weird because for a very long time, Nintendo hasn't really accepted that Melee and Smash 4 and Smash 64 and Brawl and all these other kind of fighting games that they created have been part of the fighting game community. Nintendo's kind of shunned that community. So every time they get sponsored by Nintendo or they kind of get a pat on the back by Nintendo, it's a big deal for the people in that community. So it was great to see them take the popularity of Melee specifically before Grand Finals, which had almost 170,000 viewers, live viewers, and use that as a platform to announce their Direct for next weekend. Now it's kind of weird that they also didn't do that for Smash 4, seeing as that's kind of their bread and butter, the newest fighting game that Nintendo has created. But maybe they look at it and they see, you know what, Melee, even though it's 15 or so years old, it still gets better viewership. So let's use those viewerships to announce a trailer for ourselves. And that's what they did. So when that Direct came out on Wednesday, and a Direct for Nintendo is essentially like a press conference. It's pre-recorded because of the time zone differences. So they had a press release called the Direct that took place on Wednesday at like 7 a.m. Pacific time. And it was all about Smash Ultimate, Smash 5. That's coming out here in December. So they announced a whole slew of new characters: Simon Belmont, Dark Samus, Chrom from Fire Emblem, King K. Rool, which is awesome. They announced there's going to be over like 800 different stages. If you add the Final Destination and the Battlefield matchups, like you can change the stage to make it Final Destination or Battlefield. There's so many new characters, so many old returning characters, whole bunch of music that they debuted. Just a whole bunch of stuff, and all this is coming out in December, which is very exciting, and I'm very pumped for this game. But what have I been playing this weekend, you might ask? Well, the Black Ops 4 beta second weekend started this weekend that I've been playing, which is weird because I thought it was going to be an open beta, but turns out it's still another closed beta, even though it's the second beta. So it's open for PC, but it's closed for PS4 and Xbox One. So I had to go out and pre-order the game for $5 with no intention of buying it, honestly, just because there's so much other stuff coming out this fall. So I've been playing that, and that's what you're watching, this gameplay. But like I said, I had no intention of ordering and buying this game at $60. And I even playing it now, I still don't have any intention of buying it. It's just the way Call of Duty works is there's 3 studios and they have 3 years to make a game. So when Treyarch started making Black Ops 4, it was way back in 2015, right after Black Ops 3 came out. While they were working on it, very popular things happened in the gaming industry, things like Overwatch, and then as the days went on, Battle Royales came out. So of course, if you've seen in the news recently, if you've seen these videos, Treyarch has said there's not going to be a single player campaign in Black Ops 4. Instead, they're adding a Battle Royale mode. So when I'm playing Black Ops 4, I guess it kind of feels like a mesh of all the popular games from the past 3 years merged into one. And some people might think that's cool, but I think it's really lame. I don't think it's fun at all. There are some things about it that are fun, but when Dragon Quest comes out in September, when Spider-Man comes out in September, when Red Dead Redemption comes out in October, and then Smash comes out in December, I just don't have time to play Call of Duty. And if I want to play like a semi-competitive shooter, I'm going to play Fortnite, which is free. So yeah, I'm not going to be picking up Black Ops 4. And like I said, Red Dead Redemption is coming out in October, a couple weeks after Black Ops 4, and we got the first gameplay trailer of Red Dead Redemption this week, and it was pretty good. There's some great things in that. It's very open. They kind of talk about some systems that they're implementing in this game, and they promised some more gameplay videos in the near future that I'll be looking forward to. One thing I didn't like about the trailer that I saw was that there's like this camp mechanic, which I guess is kind of your hub for you and your gang, and that's kind of where you go to make relationships with these people, and it's kind of like your headquarters, I guess, which is kind of weird to me. I haven't seen it in action, of course, so maybe they'll do well. I mean, Rockstar always makes really good games, so I'm sure it'll be fine and fluid. They showed off some incredible like villas and landscapes and all these places that you can go to. They brought back the shooting mechanic from Red Dead Redemption 1, which is incredible. That Deadeye, I think is what it's called, or sharpshooter. I'm not sure, but that was always one of my favorite parts. So excited for this game. It's going to take up so much time, and if there's online capabilities like there was in GTA 5 and like there was in Red Dead Redemption 1, then I assume that this game is going to take up a lot of my time. So yeah, Red Dead Redemption coming out October 26th, I believe, is going to be incredible. And that's it for this week. Those are the 4 things I wrote down and the 4 things that I remember. So come back next week for some more news off the top of my head, and I will see you then. Like and subscribe if you want. You can find us on Twitter at UPGamersPodcast. I'll see you then. Peace.